So welcome back to my channel. This is Gamer Dom and this is Shoot and Scoot, and yeah, your eyes don't deceive you, he's driving a light tank. Now, in all the time I've known Shoot in World of Tanks, I've never known him drive a light tank before, and suddenly he can't stop playing them. He said it's because he wanted to do the missions, and he hasn't done them, and with the new way the missions are worked out, you used to be able to skip missions, you don't seem to be able to anymore. You've got those credit things you can play, but it's not quite the same as it used to be. If you did all the other 4 missions with honours, you got the basically meant you could leave one out entirely. Not so much now. You have to at least do some of the light tank missions if you hate light tanks. So he, for some reason, started with this German tier 6 light tank, the VK2801, and has fallen in love with it. So this is one of his very first games. I think he said first, but it's not really. Here's in proper Ofka, which is lovely matchmaking, even though it's, or a lovely map, even though it's a tier 8 game. And there's the enemy MT25, who was doing a very aggressive run. Don't know why he went that far in, but he did, and he's going to pay for it. And Shoot, take him down. Not quite. Somebody else get him. He doesn't want to poke too far over there because it's bound. Oh, and he tracks him. It's bound to be enemy tanks out there somewhere. It gets him in the end. So his opposite number is down, and that's a really good thing. There's a spick up there on the hill. There's a Tiger 1 down the base of the in the middle there. So he's got to be careful. But he can do a job here, right? This is the nature of a scout, especially when you are bottom tier like he is. This is a tier 8 game. And he's bottom tier, and he's got up into this bush on the hill. Lovely place to be. Spots everything that comes up over the top of the hill, which is what you want. Now, I know for a fact that Shoot has got an extremely good crew in this tank, and he's equipped it out to have maximum view range, so well over 500 meter view range. Now, you can't see 500 meters in World of Tanks. It's about 440, I think, is the maximum view range. But the further beyond that you have adds to the ability to spot. So if you've got 500, which is 60 over maximum range, that extra 60 allows you to be much better at spotting at closer range. And he's putting it to good use. He's also got a camo net, reasonable camo, and you can see he's seen that T-34-100 down the back there. There's a KV-2 he's spotted at the back there, and there goes the friend that he was up against. Now he knows he can fire with impunity because there's no way they'll spot him from all the way back here, and he can take out, or puts a shell in the T-34-100 and also into the KV-2. Now, one of the bad things about this tank, and one thing he's finding to his cost, is the accuracy of the gun is pretty poor. When I last played this tank, nice shot. It was a derp cannon. It had 105mm short barrel gun, and I loved it because anything we didn't, in those days you didn't have the T49, or it came in towards the end. So the fact there was a light tank down at tier 6, bearing in mind in those days light tanks got +3 matchmaking, you could really screw people up with a derp cannon. You load it with HE, you get around the side of a light tank like a Borsig there in front of us, and you could just obliterate them with HE shells. It was also very good for tracking vehicles, so the tracking missions were a lot easier with this thing. But then, in their wisdom, they took away the derp cannon. I have no idea why. You can see Shoot's thinking about tracking that Borsig, but he's still a lot of health. Now he's going to take him apart. Fast firing gun, and he gets the kill. And that is it. That is the game over, just like that. Toot sweet, and it's a win. Great spotting. So, cracking game from Shoot there, as he said here on the post. 2 years since he last played a scout, and it was his first game, and he aced it. And he certainly did. Ace tanker, he got spotter, bruiser, fire for effect. Finished up top of the team, 1,231 damage, 2 kills, 1150 base XP, fired 15 shots, hit with 13, penned with 12. Took one hit himself, which obviously penned him. But look at that, nearly 3,000 assistance, which is pretty good for a tier 6 light tank, that's for sure. Nearly 42 and a half, well, over 43 and a half thousand credits. Did fire a little bit of premiums, ended up 34,000. And he was running personal reserves, so made 3,450 experience. Hey shoot, it can't have been your first game because you haven't got ×2. Never mind. But I know what you mean. It was one of his first games back. So cracking game, and he wasn't finished there. Let's have a look at another one. Because that last game was so quick, I thought I'd show you another one of the multitude of VK games that Shoot sent me. I told you, once he gets a bee in his bonnet about a tank, he just never stops playing it. So here we are. It is on Steps, a tier 7 game, so he's got middle tiering, which is very nice indeed. And he is going to rush down to the sort of sunken bit. Now, he tells me, and I'm not sure how he knows, but he knows these things, that apparently this was an 18% win chance game. So I think you know how it's going to end up. So let's come out here, got a nice position. What was a Shafi there in the middle. Bounces off the Shafi's turret because, you know, light tank has supremely good armor, obviously. Yeah, the penetration on this gun is not fantastic. That's why he does use quite a bit of premium. And the aim time there was also not so good. Unfortunately, our Type T-34, who was trying to be a scout, lost out to the Shafi. So we're 1 down already. 2 down already. There's an AMX 1375 who's got himself into a really nice position. Blimey, look at that. That shot looked absolutely bang on for a hit, but didn't hit the target. 3-2. And you see, absolutely, look at this. This is just a typical World of Tanks game, right? Look at the, pretty much the majority of Shoot's team are sitting here at G and H7 and 8. I mean, it's just ridiculous. There is a light tank holding the heavy line. Well, he's not even doing that. He's just sort of sitting there. Can she get killed? Oh my word, look at this gun. Inaccuracy of this guy. I mean, that guy is probably behind a rock or something there, but even so, you'd expect to get somewhere nearby. And no, that wasn't. So he's decided it's time to move on. Sniping isn't really the thing for this tank. Say, I'm not sure. I played with it a lot, but I used the derp gun because I thought that was so much more fun to play with. This little pop gun, it's a 75mm maybe. I never really experienced, so I don't really know what it's like. So he's popped up here. He's got skill rounds loaded just to help with that penetration. Cheeto out there. Puts 1 shell in, takes a shot from the Type 64, actually blocks the next shot from the Type 64. Our M4 is just driving straight at him, because why not? So Shoot's going to take the roundabout route, see if he can scout round the side of that Type 64. He got spotted for his troubles, so any kind of surprise he was looking for is sadly not going to happen. Now, bizarrely, the enemy haven't really pushed. They've got nothing very much against them, and yet they're only just beginning to appear on the 1, 2, 3 line, which I find extraordinary. Now, M4 is driven all the way down this flank, and is now threatening the artillery. Just extraordinary. And he actually took out the Type T64. There's the AMX. He's managed to flank the AMX, and he's a good player. That guy must have been ball watching, because I don't think he was aware that Shoot was coming up behind him. Shoot's not letting him get away. Going after him if he can. Nice. So we found the range that you need to hit at with this gun. Fairly close range. He's pulled away again. You're going to go back in for another nibble. It's now 7 plays 9. So the enemy team is starting to put pressure on our team. Eight plays 9. Coming back round again. Artillery's doing its very best to help out. Oh, there's the Chaffee. There's the Chaffee we saw it right at the beginning. He's immediately gone to a skill round after bouncing off his turret before. I can't say I blame him. Oh, artillery. Oh, lucky only a splash there, but it did take out his driver. He fixes the driver, which has the side effect of removing the stun. He's going to have to go in on that Chaffee. Oh, but there's a WZ-130 coming the other way, and an M4. Looks like our AMX is going for it, so Shoot's getting ready. Oh, no, it's keeping an eye on that other flank. Ah, WZ. Oh, it's the enemy. WZ takes out our Wolverine. Chaffee is at least down. 3 tanks left on our team, 5 on the enemy tank team. There's a Tiger 1 behind. He wants to get rid of the derp cannon first. Ah, bounced off its turret. Right, can he get some shots on this guy? Yes, he can. Don't think the VK expected him to be there. Wasted that shot. Oh, here we go. Come on, going in. We're going in. We're going in. Oh, he set him on fire. Very nice. Takes him down. Right, Tiger 1. What is the Tiger 1 doing? He's not paying attention. Up round the back of him. Put the jump. Not really what he wanted there. Going to take a hit from the Tiger, is he? No, the Tiger. I don't know what the Tiger is playing at. Circle him. It was almost like the Tiger was kind of so mesmerised by the OI that he didn't really know what to do next. So we know it's the M4, but is he coming or is he going back towards his own base? Oh, he's coming. He's a-coming. He could almost one-shot shoot, but no luck. Takes him down with aplomb. It's his 3rd kill, and they've turned this game around. He's wiggling around like crazy because of the artillery. Now then, let's go get the artillery. Got an impromptu platoon going with the AMX, who was also on 3 kills, so they're going to get brothers in arms here. If one of them, I think, as long as one of them, oh no, that one doesn't matter about one of them dying, does it? So yeah, they'll get brothers in arms. There's the Grilly. Aiming in, first shot, tracks him and spins him towards us. Oh my word. I think the answer just fired. He's got plenty of time because A is now on a reload and B, our artillery's dead, so there's nobody else who can take him out. 1 shot. 2 shots. And he's down. And they carry the game, and a nice spin to finish. Good job. So that was first class. He got fighter and fire for effect out of that one. Finished top of the team. Oh no, he didn't quite finish. Finished second on the team. There you go. 1711 damage, 4 kills, 953 base XP. Shout out to that fuzzy psycho in the M4 Sherman who drove pretty much alone up towards the cap and then just took on a whole load of enemy tanks and ended up top of the team for that. His impromptu platoon buddy here, Halifax, came in third with 1285 damage and 3 kills. So Shoot finished up with 26 shots fired, 22 hits, 18 penetrations for that 1700 damage. He took 2 hits himself, 1 pen, 1 didn't, and he also got splashed by the artillery. 30,500 credits, but look at the gold bill. Nearly 51,000 credits spent in gold. Wow. 22,700 loss on a tier 6 light tank. My goodness me, you want your head examined playing that one, Shoot. And 1,430 experience for his crew. So there you go. Shoot's latest toy, the VK2801 German tier 6 light tank. The one that used to have a derp and used to be quite good, but Shoot for some reason is loving it and is determined to try and get his third mark of excellence before he's played 100 games in it. We'll see whether he manages that or not. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please give it a like and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already done so. In the meantime, enjoy your games, have fun, try not to take it too seriously, and I will see you again soon. This is Gamer Dom signing out.